Hello and welcome to Prepared Leaders, where we'll teach you the secret formula you have been missing when it comes to self improvement and some leadership tips that will help you climb the ladder of success. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to be notified every time a new video is uploaded. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below. In this video, I'll be teaching you the top 7 suggestions for a successful presentation. We all have to deliver presentations at some point in our lives, whether it's for work, school, or a group you are part of. No matter where or to whom we deliver the presentation, we want to make sure that it makes an impression and sticks in the audience's memory. Here are 7 suggestions to help you ace your presentation and make an impression on your audience. Number 1. Know your audience. Getting a deeper understanding of your audience should be the first step in any presentation preparation. Knowing your audience can help you determine the level of depth and technical detail in your content that they will find acceptable. Giving the same presentation to a room full of startup founders and CEOs as you would to a group of high school kids interested in entrepreneurship would not be a good idea because their expectations and levels of knowledge will be very different. Find out as much as you can about your audience, including who they are, what fields they work in, and what roles they often occupy. It enables you to fully customize a presentation's content and delivery in a way that will really make it stand out and be memorable. Too often, people provide fantastic presentations to their core audience at one location but fail miserably when delivering the same message to a different audience because they failed to make the necessary adjustments to better target the new audience. Just because you succeed with one audience doesn't guarantee that all audiences will respond similarly to the same exact content. Number 2. Use structures to build on ideas. Not many people are going to be interested in your presentation if all the points you want to convey are just thrown around indiscriminately and they don't make any sense. If they do remember it, it's probably not for the reasons you want it to be remembered for. However, if you organize your presentation so that each notion and each segment builds on the one before it, you'll aid in audience engagement and establish logical connections between the ideas. This is a fantastic approach to help the audience comprehend and recall more difficult concepts. Number 3. Include visuals. Using visuals to demonstrate and communicate a topic, such as charts, graphs, and infographics, is another excellent way to help your audience remember those concepts. If you don't use this method in your presentation, you're going to ignore the vast majority of people because up to 65% of individuals are thought to learn best visually. Whether it's a picture graph or a chart, employing an image can be a far more effective way to convey information and have a much stronger influence on the audience. Like the ancient adage, a picture is worth 1,000 words. It really is true that a single image may convey a great deal of information. Consider what effect this might have when presenting data or results. It might soon become bad if you had to stand there in front of your audience and orally summarize every piece of information. Moreover, this happens considerably more frequently than you might imagine. However, if you can help your audience grasp the data through a graph or chart, you'll make it much more memorable and understandable. It's much more thrilling to show someone a 200% increase on a graph than to explain it when they're looking at the raw data. For instance, if I removed the video screen and all you saw was darkness, the scene wouldn't be nearly as interesting. Number 4. Repetition. Because they can follow the content from step to step, having some structure in your presentation helps to keep the audience interested. But even more than merely organizing the presentation's flow, you should also include repetition. This makes the presentation more memorable and makes it more likely that the audience will recall the presentation's main ideas. Just to give them a quick review of the main themes, you should begin by outlining to the audience what it is you wish to say to them. After that, dive immediately into the presentation's main points and explain what was mentioned at the start, but definitely with more information and additional components that you include to strengthen the presentation. Next, in the presentation, repeat what you just said to the audience while also briefly summarizing the main points for final reinforcement. Adopting this strategy at least 3 times at the beginning, middle, and finish of the presentation helps to reinforce the essential topics. Finding a way to accomplish this that feels natural and not unduly academic is crucial, and doing so requires practice, which we'll cover later. Number 5, tell a story. How you present the material to the audience makes all the difference between a mediocre presentation that causes people to lose interest and a fantastic presentation that keeps them interested. Using a tale to illustrate your presentation's information or main points is a terrific idea. By telling a narrative, preferably an engaging one, you may make your point while also giving the audience something to remember and focus on during the presentation. Additionally, it should be something that grabs their interest and draws them into what you are saying. But one of the most important things is that it needs to be a narrative you can tell honestly and with passion. Always be truthful with your audience, otherwise, they will find out and you will lose all credibility. Number 6, be relatable. Actually, one of the most crucial aspects of your delivery is being relatable. You want to project a persona that your audience can identify with and feel at ease speaking to. Even when speaking as an authority on a subject, you want the audience to feel the connection since it encourages mental engagement with your material and aids in remembering you and your discussion. Most people don't feel confident approaching a strict authority figure and speaking it to them, and nobody likes to listen to someone who lacks confidence. Therefore, you need to achieve a delicate balance, and here's how. Being genuine and being yourself is the most crucial thing you can do to appear more relatable. Another excellent approach to achieving this is to work on projecting a sense of ease, which can be challenging if you're not used to giving presentations, but is essential for making yourself seem relevant. The third strategy to increase your relatability is to be enthusiastic about your presentation. Your audience will sense your enthusiasm, and since you both share it, they will start to perceive you as more approachable. If you are successful in mastering all 3 of these techniques, you will be well on your way to connecting with your audience. Number 7, practice will help you gain confidence. This advice, which may be the final one among the 7, is by far the most crucial. By far, your actions and confidence are the most crucial aspects of any presentation. Everything you say throughout your presentation will have more authority if you are self-assured. But if you don't practice and practice a lot, you won't gain the confidence you need. It is not sufficient to simply run through a presentation on your computer. You also need to practice it in front of an audience. Invite some friends over to give you some feedback on your presentation. Based on their comments, make any necessary adjustments. Nobody ever does it right the first time, but with practice, you can become flawless. If you follow these 7 recommendations, you should be able to create and deliver a presentation that will impress your audience and ensure that they remember you and your topic. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up and turn on the notification bell so you'll know when I upload new contents. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you in my next video.